Hey everyone. All right. I did not know how to get on this thing. I was like, how does this work? It's my first time doing a live stream this way. Apparently, YouTube made it so that you can go directly live from YouTube. And so I'm testing that out. I don't know if it works. It seems like it's working. So I'm coming on here because yesterday I received a message from someone who's been following me for a while, which I have to respond to, by the way. But hopefully this person sees this video. This is my response to you, person who messaged me. But there was a question about whether I'm going to be coming back on my channel, what am I going to be doing with my channel, and so on. So I wanted to come on here and share that with all of you guys. So if you hear all of this noise going on in the background, that's because I live on a really noisy street and there's always someone honking. It's just the natural background music of Lima is what it is. That's how it shows up. Hi. Hi there. So as you're coming on, please say hello. Thank you so much for joining me. Let me go ahead and grab a cup of tea, and I'll be right back. Oh, shoot. That was hot. That burnt my finger. All right. So, tour guide Peru. What's your name? So I know how to address you, because otherwise it's just your screen name. Hey, hon, how are you? Peru, bro. I forgot your name, but how are you? I remember you. I'm sure you've been to Peru quite a few times already. Nice room. Oh yeah, thank you. I had been missing your voice and your English. Myril. Oh yeah, I know you. Yeah, hey Myril, how are you? I remember you. Hi Heather. Hi Jose. Yeah, of course I remember you. The people that I have exchanged messages with a few times, I remember. Or if I remember your comments from other things, I remember you. I have a good memory for people. So thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate you guys. So I've been on a crazy, crazy adventure. Let me tell you about my story. I was just in Lima last week. Sorry I didn't hit you up. Oh, no worries. No worries, Heather. I hope you had a really amazing time and that you enjoyed Peru and that you had a good experience. I don't know if you came to Lima. It's winter in Lima and it's really cold and it sucks because it's cold, which is why I went and I got myself a tea because I was like, I'm cold in here in my place. And I put on my pajama bottom pants on because I'm cold. So I'm so glad this is working. Yay, this makes live streaming on YouTube so much easier. Because before it was such a headache. And I don't understand why they took so long, like years and years and years, to finally just integrate it directly into YouTube to make everyone's lives easier. So I'm glad that they did this. I'm fine. Waiting to see more of your videos. I got stuck in California instead of going to Peru. Oh, no worries. Well, I'm sure you'll be back soon. You have family here, so. So this is the beauty of the noises outside my window. Really loud motorcycles, taxis, fire trucks, everything. I swear, and it only gets loud, I swear, when I'm doing some kind of video. Then it's like everyone's like, no, we don't want Stephanie to speak. Let's be loud. So we spent a week in Iquitos and a week in Lima. Had a great time as always. Oh, that's amazing. Do you come here often? Because it seems like you do from your comment. So that's awesome. So I just wanted to come on here. It's music to our ears. We miss the sounds. Oh my God. You are like the only person that I think I have ever met that actually says they like the sounds of Lima. Like everyone else, it drives them insane. Like it drives me insane, but I try to maintain my peace. But lately, where I live, it's like there's these there's this one main street, and then there's this little back street, and everyone in the little back street tries to get onto the main street. But you know, people here are really aggressive, and it's like, no, move out my way. So these people won't let them in, and then sometimes it'll get congested, and then everyone's honking, and then it drives me nuts. And then I live very close to like bars and clubs at night and on the weekends. It's like especially loud, and it gets especially congested, and I get especially annoyed, and I'm like, I'm about to vandalize the crap out of some of these cars. I'm about to throw some balloons, water balloons filled with something in this lime or something on all these taxis to teach them that they don't have to be honking and thinking that the honking is going to make the traffic go any faster. It doesn't. They just need to chill the F out. Oh, it's so crazy. But first, I need to try to fix things the right way with the municipality. Maybe I'm giving myself away. This is evidence. I might have to delete this video later in case later in the newspaper it gets published that some crazy person is like vandalizing cars and they can't figure out who it is. This is the proof that it was me. So I'm going to have to come back and like delete this in a while. But this is my story. Trust me, my house is by a school at fire station. Oh my God. Yes. Right by the busy road in San Isidro. Yeah, you're right. Hi, Jared. I don't know exactly what it is, but you look prettier. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I put on makeup today because I wasn't feeling good yesterday and this morning, and then I decided I need to, even though I work from home, I need to dress myself up and get my makeup done and to be on point so that I get in a different energy, because I wasn't going to deal with that stuff for so long. So let me tell you about my crazy story since we're here and we're connecting. I haven't been able to come on here and do these videos for YouTube in a really long time, I think over a year. I haven't even checked comments on any of my videos in maybe nearly a year or something, just because I'm so super busy. So what happened was in January 2016, I came back to Peru from Europe in December 2015. I decided, a month later, like 2016, I was going to officially start my online coaching business. I had been studying health coaching in Europe, and I came back to Peru with the intention that I was going to do this as a business because I really wanted to work from online. It was something that I wanted to do for a number of years, and I felt like health coaching was my passion, and it was going to allow for me to have the life and the career that I wanted. So that's what I did. But then I tried and I tried and I tried to succeed, and I had a lot of trouble. And during that time, I especially had a lot of free time since I didn't really have clients to really pick up with this YouTube channel. So I started making a lot of videos, and I did a lot of stuff that I could during that time. But after 9 months or so of putting a lot of time into creating this business and putting a lot of time into creating these videos and not having any money in return, and my channel is monetized, which means I make money from my channel, but it doesn't really make much money, even though I'm grateful for the money universe, but it doesn't really make much money, but like maybe $20 a month or so from the views that I get, because it's all about views and all this other stuff. So anyway, the point is that I didn't really have a solid stream of income, and I was putting all this time, energy, and effort into what I was doing. I really, really wanted to succeed with this career path of working for myself, doing something I loved, and having it, be so easy and convenient to be able to do it from home, because I do live in Lima, and the general idea of people here in Peru is that you either have money to invest in starting a business of some kind, so you have a business and then you're there all day, or you hire people to run it all day, but it takes a lot of your time. Or you work for a company and you have to dress a certain way, so like professional or in a uniform, and then you're there all day, and a lot of times you're working, all these hours, and you're just not getting compensated for it. You're being exploited to a certain degree, even if you have a really good paying job. There's a lot of white collar professionals here that work late into the night, 7, 8, 9 o'clock sometimes, Monday through Friday especially, and some people work on weekends still. So I didn't want that for me. I had been taking that whole time to do my own thing, to dress however I wanted, to manage my own schedule. And I didn't want to feel forced to, because my old profession was an English teacher. I used to teach English. And I didn't want to feel forced to have to go and work for another company and have to, dress professionally in order to go and teach at these big companies. I didn't want to do that, because I don't like wearing heels. It doesn't, I like wearing them, but like not like, heels that I have to wear to companies every day. Cause there are these like lower heels that are just not beautiful. And I'm like, I'm not wearing those. If I'm going to wear heels, I'm not wearing those. And I just didn't want to like dress that way in order for people to take me seriously, in order for me to even get a job. Just didn't resonate with me. And I was struggling for 9 months. And so I decided to finally, something needed to change. And so this was like August, September 2016. Okay. And then I happened to go through my emails. I saw this email from this business coach. I watched her webinar, her like video thing. And then I really got sold on what she was offering. She was like, promoting like coaching and how to make your business successful and all these different things. So I decided, okay, something needs to change. I need to work with this woman. I don't even have the money to work with this woman, but I got 2 months of payments. And I will figure out the rest, but something needs to change because I'm tired of struggling. At that point, I was living with my grandparents. So I have been independent, meaning like living completely on my own, like as an adult. So I've always had shared living spaces, but like I was off on my own, not with family. And I had been independent from the time I arrived in Peru when I was 20 till about 20. Ooh, what happened? My chat disappeared. Oh, there it is. To about 25 or so. So I had been living kind of on my own as an adult, just doing my thing for that time. And then there was a period that I went to go live with my grandmother because my idea was I hate the regular working life. I need to go out in nature. I need to sell all my things. I don't want to be attached to a place anymore. You only have one life to live, and I'm sick of feeling like I can't travel and explore the world because I can't afford to do that for very long. Because especially in my career here as an English teacher, even working for myself, I would have like 9 really good months or so in the year where I was making pretty consistent or really good money. And then during the summer holidays, everyone would leave, and then it would be a dry spell for 3.5, 4 months. And that was significantly affecting me because, especially the company that I worked with, they didn't give me paid vacation. If I was working for myself, I didn't have paid vacation. So on top of not making any money during that time and spending money to travel, I wasn't, I was just like losing all the time, like money, never able to have any stability. And so it was because of that I wasn't able to travel and explore Peru as much as I could have, as much as I wanted to, because this was always the vicious cycle I kept getting trapped in, is like, can never afford to travel, or I can never afford to travel for very long, or I can never afford to travel in the way that I want to and to see all the places that I wanted to see. So there got this point where I was sick of that and I was tired and I didn't want to keep being in this rat race. And I decided to sell all my things. And then I went and I lived with my grandmother for a couple of months because I wanted to spend time with her, because I thought like, oh, if I go and live with her for a little bit, I get to spend some time with her, because I don't know if she'll be here when I come back. She's old. She could leave at any moment. So I want to make sure that we spend some time before I go. Long story short there, I ended up staying longer than I wanted. I ended up actually going to Europe after that. I went to Europe for a year. And then in Europe, I was living with my host family that I had there. And because I went to Europe as an au pair to help take care of a family's children. And then when I came back to Peru, I went back to living with my family because I didn't, I wasn't intending on going back to teaching English. I was really wanting my business to succeed. And so 9 months into my business, nothing was still bringing me income, and like not really any income at all. And so at that point, I had been living with families for about 2 years or something like that. I hadn't been independent to the level at which I was. And it was frustrating. I wanted to get out of that. I didn't want to continue living with my family and, barely able to scrape by. So something had to change. And I decided I was going to invest in this business coach that I met, that I had met her. I think I found her when I was in Europe or something like that. But then I didn't work with her then. And I decided to work with her this time because I was like, okay, she's offering payment plans. I got 2 months. I will figure out a way to get the rest of the money, but something needs to change because I'm sick of this. And I don't want to keep trying to do it on my own because I can't figure it out. I've been trying everything that I can. I've been trying to take action. It's just not getting me where I want to go. So that's what I did. But even though I learned a lot of amazing information from her and she's brilliant and stuff, it still didn't work for me. It didn't work for me. It still didn't give me the results that I wanted. And so I just kept going on my journey. And around the end of 2016, I started awakening again to my spirituality. I had a spiritual awakening a few years ago, 2012 or so, and I had understood that there's something else out there, but I had steered away from that, and I started focusing more on the nutrition and the health stuff. And but around that time, I finally got back on my path again, and I started coming into contact with all of these spiritual people, and I got like this DNA activation thing. It's a spiritual thing done, and it helped me release a lot of stuff that I needed to let go of. It started activating my energy healing abilities and psychic abilities and all this other stuff. So then beginning of 2017, I attracted my mentor, my coach, and she came into my life. And so I started following her, and I started working with her at minimal levels because I was still paying off the debt from the other thing that I did. And with her, I learned and I understood that I had a lot of deep emotional trauma that I needed to heal from because I was taking action. I was like that first year of business, I was like in the hustle mentality, in the, to make it in life, you gotta get it done. You gotta do things. Like I was that person where I'm like, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna create all this content. I'm gonna put it out there. I'm gonna do this, and I was doing, but I wasn't getting anything in return. I wasn't really manifesting the results or creating the results that I wanted. So when I worked with this woman, even at a minimal level, I started understanding like it's all my past baggage that's holding me back. It's why no matter how much action I take, I'm not getting the results. And I wasn't fully clear either on what I was doing exactly, because by that point, with the first business coach, I understood that health coaching wasn't my passion. I love food and healthy lifestyle and all that stuff. I love that, but that's not what really motivates me in life. That's not what I came here to do, what I felt like I really needed to share with the world. And so with this woman, I began understanding more and more of like, okay, what path am I meant to go down? And so I understood it was all this trauma that was holding me back. So as I started working on my trauma and I started recognizing that a lot of the really deep emotional things, deeply hurtful emotional things that I experienced as a child were causing a lot of deep inner insecurities in myself. And it was for that reason that it didn't matter how much action I was taking deep down inside. I didn't feel worthy enough. I didn't feel good enough. I didn't feel deserving. I didn't feel like anyone, would take me seriously and all of these other things. So even though on the outside, I was trying to convince everyone and myself that I was good at what I did and that, I could help people and that, I was worthy of charging the things, you know, the amounts that I was charging and so on. Deep down inside, I didn't really believe it. I didn't feel it. And it was because of that it just wasn't drawing in the right people to my life. It wasn't allowing me to get the success and the lifestyle that I wanted. So as I worked on this, and this was like a lot of deep stuff that I was working through, it was a lot of healing and releasing, a lot of crying, a lot of anger, a lot of things that I had to process. Sometimes with the help of my mentor when I was kind of working with her here and there in little things, or low-end programs that she offered once. But overall, I was kind of like doing my own thing and just trying to figure out, like, you know, I need to release all of this stuff. I need to let go of these things, because up until that point, when she's psychic, so she sees images and stuff. Not all psychics see images. And she said she saw my inner child being very angry, and just being really mad and carrying like a little, I don't know what it's called, like a little wagon or something, toy wagon full of stuff. And that was my inner child being really angry at everything that had happened in my life and carrying all of that with me. And when she first told me this, I was like, she's crazy. I don't believe these psychics. You know, like, I don't even know if this is really true. Like, what is she talking about? I'm not angry. I'm not an angry person. I'm nice. I'm happy. I'm optimistic. She doesn't know what she's talking about. But then when she took me on a journey, which is kind of like a meditation in a way, to my unconscious to help me get in touch with aspects of myself, and I saw myself confronting a family member and getting so freaking angry at this person that I was literally crying out of anger and frustration. And that's when I really started understanding, like, whoa, I have all of these emotions inside of me and I didn't even know I had them. So what else do I really have inside of me that I'm not aware of that is holding me back? Because I'm doing all the right things and I'm smart and I don't understand why this isn't working. So that's what set me off on this journey of like healing and, you know, figuring all that out, and really understanding that that takes a certain amount of energy, that takes a certain amount of time and commitment. And I had to decide, like, what do I want to spend my time on? What do I really want to focus my time on and energy on? What's really important to me here? And for me, it was really important for me to heal, not just for my business, but for what I was really meant to do in life. And so that's why I had to start taking a step back from a lot of things. I had to take a step back from all my YouTube channels. I had another Facebook group that I did in Spanish to help support people in Spanish. And I had to take a step back from all of that and work through feelings of abandonment, like of abandoning everyone that was counting on me, of abandoning everyone that was waiting for me and expecting me to show up, and feeling like I can't show up for you because I need to show up for myself first. I need to work through my things first. I need to heal myself first. And I only have so much time and energy. And I need to put myself first and stop doing all of these things that are not really helping that process. Yes, they're helping other people on some level, but it's not really helping me make the significant changes that I need to make at this time. So I had to take a step back from a lot of things and release a lot of guilt that I felt around that, of letting people down and so on and so forth, and working on myself. And so as I continue to work on myself and healing myself and letting go of a lot of these deep things, my life started changing. Everything started slowly getting better and better. And I started moving forward with my life. I finally started making money. I finally started getting clients. I finally started taking action steps towards independence. So I moved out of my family's home about 6 months later, after having this in my awareness that I needed to do this deep healing and working on it. I was able to shift out of that house and move on into the next step. So I went and I got a shared apartment, and I moved to Miraflores because that's the place where I wanted to be around. It just felt better for me to be around the energy of that place, this area, more than where I was at. And so I moved and I shared an apartment with people, and I had more things that I needed to learn while I was living with those people and heal from and so on. And I kept doing that on my journey, kept going and kept working on healing myself, running my business, supporting clients, and this was really where my energy was at. And then as I kept going on that, I then took another step towards independence, and I was able to move out on my own. So now I live on my own. So the place where you see is where I live by myself with my cat, and I'm happy here. But it's still me I still have a lot of stuff that I'm working through. Continuing to face my fears, continue to confront my limiting beliefs, continue to bring up any other emotional stuff I need to work through in order to keep moving forward, because I understand now that your life is a product of what you believe about yourself. It's a product of what you're unconsciously holding on to, whether that's limiting beliefs or that's trauma, but that's all influencing the reality that you experience. And so it's your responsibility. If you want to see a different reality, you need to make the time to work on yourself. And so that's what I do, is I want to do a lot of big things in the world. I want to help so many people in so many different ways. I know I have a really big purpose, but in order for me to do that, I need to make sure that I use my time wisely, and that I don't stress myself out, because it does take a lot of time to make YouTube videos. If I could, I would make YouTube videos, a few times a week for all my channels, and it would be fun and easy, because I really do enjoy YouTube. I enjoy connecting with all of you guys from all over the world. I've met some really great people, and I love that the internet gets to connect us. The people that are in my Facebook group, the women that I support, I love the fact that they come from different parts of the world, that it's through that group that I've been able to work with people from, Australia, South Africa, Belgium, Mexico, all these different places. And that, I love that. But it's like, if I sit here and I do the deep work on myself that I'm doing, and I support my clients with the work that they're doing, and I create programs and I hold space for a group of women, and, they're going through this process and I'm there supporting them, and then I'm trying to record YouTube videos and edit those videos and upload those videos and all of this other stuff, like, I'm never going to be able to live. I'm never going to be able to enjoy my life, because I'm just going to sit in front of the computer all the live long day, creating something, working on something, and I'm going to be stressed out that the work is never done, and that I can never seem to enjoy life because I'm just doing one thing after the other, and I don't want to hustle anymore. I don't want to buy into that programming anymore, because that's the programming that many of us are operating off of, is you got to work, 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 especially if you're from Peru. This is the mentality, work hard, or if you're an immigrant in another country, or if you just grew up not having the most financially stable home, and your family instilled in you that belief that you have to work hard to succeed, and do and all of this other stuff. Like, I want to break free from that. I want my life to feel easy. I want my life to feel fun, and so on and so forth. And for me to do that, I need to get myself, my energy, my mindset to a certain level that allows for me to receive the abundance that I need, so that I can hire the people that can then help me in doing all the things that I want to do. What's going to make YouTube fun for me is being, rich enough to be able to hire people that help me record my videos, edit my videos, do all of that stuff for me. I just want to be the star of the show. Like, I just want to record. You guys handle all of that. Get it on there so I don't have to deal with that. I want to just be the star of my show when it comes to, like, helping my clients and helping them heal, and I need to hire people to do all of the other stuff for me, all of the web related tech stuff for me that I currently do most of, right? And so that's what I'm building up to right now, is I'm going to return to my YouTube channels, all of them, but I need to get my financial income to the point where I can hire people to do all of these things for me. And right now it's taking a decent amount of my income right now is paying coaching for myself, because I believe in the power of coaching. I believe in the value of coaching. And so I pay my coach a pretty decent amount for her support every month. And if I weren't paying my coach that money, I would probably have the support right now that I need to do all the YouTube stuff and all the other things I want to. But because I'm like, it's about priorities. So if I want to move forward faster, like I'm gonna invest in that first, because I know if I invest in that first, I will get to all the other stuff much more quickly. That's the way I see it, at least. So this has been my whole crazy journey. This is why I have taken a step back from YouTube. I do intend on coming back. I don't like the fact that I, wasn't able to finish my videos on Cusco. I think I had 2 or 3 more videos I wanted to record, and I wasn't able to like edit and record them and stuff. And what else? And I do want to travel around Cusco more, around Peru more, and things like that. But right now, like, I'm going to Paris. I'm going to Europe in August because my coach is having this event thing, and I was like, I have to be there. So I'm going to Paris for a few days. I'm going to be traveling, I don't know, probably to a little bit around France and Belgium and maybe the Netherlands. I don't know exactly yet where I'm going, but I just know I'm going to be there for about 2.5 weeks, and I'm going to go there. And part of me is like, Stephanie, like, here you are thinking like you can't travel around Peru yet, because when you travel outside of the capital and stuff in the cities, it's harder to get internet and Wi-Fi, and I need that for my business. But I've been postponing it. But then, like, here was this unexpected trip that I felt I needed to take, and I'm like, well, I'm already in Europe, so I might as well go visit some friends and family and do some sightseeing since I'm here. So, like, I don't know, but eventually I'm going to get around to exploring Peru and sharing that with you guys. And yeah, that's my story, guys. Hold on a second. Let me read your comments because I haven't been reading them. So let's see here. Oh, you don't have to defend me from that person. I don't know why that person keeps, I don't know why. He like watches my videos and leaves nasty comments, and I don't know. I try to pray for him. I try to send him love. So I just ignore him. I'm like, okay, whatever, next person. So you don't even have to feel mad. You don't have to get upset. You don't have to defend me. It's not stressing me out. Hey, Lourdes, how are you? No, I'm actually 29. A Maoist group? No, I have not. So, Nikki, yeah. I have different views. And I can go into a whole spiel on that, but I'd rather not. That's not the purpose of this video. Oh, Juan Carlos, thank you for the love. It's okay. You don't have to, you guys don't have to get worked up over that person. Seriously, don't have to get worked up over that person. Revolution. Hey, Jean-Claude. Oh, thank you, Heather. Sorry about the trolls. Oh, no worries. I'm reporting all the haters. Oh, thank you. I appreciate you. You're doing great. Don't give up. You got plenty of admire stuff, so stay strong. Oh, thank you. I appreciate you. We're all here for you. It takes a lot of breaks you needing. It's been a year. Oh, hey. How are you, Andy? Don't trust Jewish people. I can coach you for free. I'm pretty smart when it comes to philosophical stuff. I'm sure you have a lot of wisdom. I can teach you everything you need to know about YouTube. Oh, thank you. I'm glad to see you back. I live in Miraflores now, though I'm in Luna at the moment. I'll write you when I get back. Okay, awesome, John. Let's see here. Yeah. So, yeah, so that's been my story. That's been where I'm at. It's been a crazy, crazy journey, but really, really great. And last month was huge for me. I celebrated my first 5-figure month. Was so freaking proud of myself and excited because that's been something that I've been working towards for a really long time. This time last year, I don't even think I was making like $1,000 a month. And so I've changed a lot since then. I've up-leveled a lot since then. And so now I have a much greater level of freedom that I'm super excited to be experiencing. And it really helps me recognize the fact that, you know, it's all about what you believe. It's all about what you feel, what you think. And if you're able to release the things that are not serving you, that are holding you back, that are making you think that you're incapable, that you're not good enough, that things like that you're lost, that you're confused when you're really not, but you believe that you are, and all of this other stuff, all of the stories that you tell yourself, when you work on that stuff and you really let it go, you really allow yourself to be who you want to be, who you came here to be, and to experience life in a completely different way. But it all starts with you. So that's what I teach people, and how I support them is helping them just learn how to get out of their own way and understand that they have the power to change their lives just in the same way that I have. But it all starts with you, you know, recognizing that for yourself and doing the necessary inner work to be able to make that happen. So that's my story, guys, for you. Hi, Mad. Yeah, go visit. You want to visit Arequipa. So go to Arequipa. You take a flight to Lima. I don't know if Arequipa has an international airport. You would have to check that out. But take a flight to Lima. And then from Lima, take another flight to Arequipa. Or a bus. And you'll get there. Doesn't take long. So anyway, that's cool. Thank you so much, William. I'm so grateful that you are sharing my video and inspiring other people to come and check me out and let them decide for themselves. So anyway, that's all I have for you guys today. Okay. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you guys for being on this journey with me. And I don't know how much longer I'll need to take a break from YouTube before I can come back. I don't know. I hope it's not another year. I really hope it's not another year, because I don't plan on being here beyond April of next year, like May, because I have a contract here for a year, and after that I plan on going somewhere else. I just don't know where yet. So hopefully during that time, it's my intention to shift things so that I'm able to travel while I'm still here and record a lot of things, so that when I move abroad, I am able to get back on this channel and do other things. I don't know what exactly, but yeah. Oh, hi, Cyrus. Oh, you're welcome. Oh, thank you, Peru, bro. Unless my whole family subscribe to you. Awesome, Imad. I hope it helps your family. If the information is relevant to your family, awesome. Your thinking, attitude, and spiritual quest is typical of your age. Much love to you. Oh, thank you, Lourdes. I appreciate you. I just got my business, vegan vegetarian meal prep, up and not running yet, but up finally on Facebook. On your advice, everything you have said is true, business-wise and self-discovery. Yes, Heather, congrats on that. That is such a huge step. Entrepreneurship is something that's growing and growing and growing, because more people and more people are becoming more dissatisfied with the regular 9 to 5 and are understanding as they see people as young as like 20 making millions of dollars off YouTube or Instagram or whatever, they're seeing that there are other alternatives. They're seeing that they don't have to conform to societal standards of like what successful is supposed to look like, which in our eyes is a lot of times it has to be, college education or university education and, an office job of some kind. People are understanding that you don't have to go down that path if you don't want to. You can choose something that truly lights you up, and that by following your passion, you do have the potential to, have the income and the life that you desire. So more and more people are definitely going after that, and that's exciting because it really is amazing. Like one of the women that I'm friends with on Facebook, she's like 24 years old or something, and she recently like shared that she had I think it was June. She said something like the first 3 months of June she made 40,000 pounds, and I was like, holy moly! #goals. Like I want to get on that level. I'm working towards that. I know I am. And so it's amazing to see, like, when you really, do the stuff within yourself to get align yourself to success, that you can reach greater and greater levels of financial abundance and freedom than you could have ever imagined. So congrats on your decision to go after your dream, and definitely, work on yourself first and foremost. And just make that one of your priorities as you move forward with your business, because it really does play such a huge role in the success of your business. Is you literally have to really own your power and be confident. And a lot of times women struggle with that because of, experiences we've had growing up, societal conditioning, cultural conditioning, religious conditioning. And so it's difficult for them to really believe in themselves and believe that they're capable of supporting themselves and to be successful and all of this other stuff. But when you clear that stuff, it makes it easier and easier, and you do see the results. It's always a mindset shift. Like one of my clients recently, she's part of a manifesting program that I'm doing. It's Money Mindset Manifesting. And and I have permission to share the story, so that's why I'm sharing it. But she has a house back in her home country. She had a house, and she had been trying to sell it for 7 years, and she always had all these offers, and they would never go through. And I was like, it's because you have beliefs that are not allowing for you to sell that house. And until you shift those beliefs, you're not going to sell that house. But if you shift it, you will sell the house. And so I pointed out to her what she needed to shift, and I said, work on this. Clear it in the way that I've taught you. You will get that house sold. I promise you. And then that was on a Wednesday. And by Friday morning, I'm doing a card reading in my group. And she's like, oh, I want to share with everyone, some amazing news. And so she basically said she sold her house. Money was in the bank. And she basically made $50,000 from that sale in 2 days or so. So it's always a product of, what do you believe? What do you feel? When you shift that and you release the unconscious or even conscious self-imposed limitations that you have placed on yourself, then everything changes. And it's really powerful stuff, that we're actually truly that powerful in our influence of our reality. So inner work for everyone who's listening to this, who may benefit from this message, it's super important for you to do that mindset work and that inner work, and to get honest with what you really feel and believe about the world, about yourself, and to shift the things that are not in alignment with the life that you want to create for yourself. So if you want to have more money, it's not going to benefit you to have beliefs that the monetary system or the financial system is corrupt and it's robbing people of their opportunity to have wealth and abundance. That's actually going to push abundance away even more and more, because you are not going to allow yourself to continue to support a system that you believe is corrupt. And so you will not allow yourself to receive more money if that's your belief. Does that make sense? So I had that belief too. It's something, because I'm like, I want to be good. I want to help everyone. I want it to be fair for everyone. Well, keeping my ass broke is not helping anyone. I had to understand that. I had to understand that the best way to help people is, allowing myself to receive and be abundant, so I can be an inspiration for other people, so I can show people where I started and where I'm at today, and that that's possible for them, because I struggled for a really long time because I unconsciously was holding on to things. But when I started releasing those things, then everything started changing. So we are really influencing everything that we experience. So it's just a matter of us, getting over our stories. And I'm not the only person that has gone through this. There's tons of different people who teach on this, who have experienced this. And this is not a secret. It's not a secret. It's just, coming into contact with the people that have this information and bring it to our awareness so we can go on that journey of, personal empowerment and personal discovery and stuff. So maybe this is why you were drawn to this video, is to bring that information to your awareness so that you could then go and be inspired to look into these things for yourself, right? Because it's truly possible for you to change your life by changing what you believe. You do not. Oh, thank you, Peru, bro. You're so cute, so adorable. I know you'll stay true to yourself, but always remember to give yourself the compassion. Yeah, that's what I try to do, my best. Is always work on that self-love, self-compassion. Hi, I'm a recent subscriber, recently subscribed. Just want to say your videos are super informative, and I'm going to be in Lima on Friday. That's awesome, Khalid. I hope I said your name right. Is it Khalid or Khalid? Because you have like a Latino last name, so I don't know how it's pronounced. Imad, I wish you all the best with your channel. YouTube will be good business if you have a boyfriend, so he can help you make a reality show, your lifestyle, your culture. Choose to work to make those leaves. I don't understand what you mean by you can't choose anything, but you can choose to. That's what YouTube is for. Even if you don't have the money to currently invest in something, there's always a way for you to start moving forward. And so YouTube is a really great place that has a lot of free resources around these kinds of things. So YouTube, mindset work, inner work, healing work, personal development work, and start watching videos that educate you and that teach you that, you don't have to continue to buy into these belief systems of, I can't do this, I'm too broke to do this, I can't afford to do this, and so on and so forth. I know that I'm just now sharing my journey with you guys, and you guys are just now hearing it maybe for the first time. I've been sharing it on my, in my group, Divine Creatrix on Facebook. I've been sharing it sometimes here and there on my personal page on Facebook, and I share it through that way. But there have been many times where, I didn't have the money for the things that I wanted to do, but I was always resourceful and found a way to get the money that I needed to be able to move forward, whether that was getting a loan, a credit card, not maybe the best way, but it was the way that I had access to what I need in order to be able to move forward. And so as I did that, I got the help that I needed, and I was able to move forward much more quickly. So, but that's not for everyone, maybe, but that doesn't mean you can't still make progress. In the meantime, there are books on things, you can get books, you can get ebooks, you can read blogs, you can go on YouTube. So there's all these different ways in which the information is available to you. All you have to do is just be willing to go out there and look for it, and you will find it, right? And you will make progress. So Cyrus, like, preach. Yes, the first time you said it is correct. Oh, I don't remember what I said. Half Latina, half Arabic. Okay, awesome. That's really cool. Yeah, that's what I imagined from your name. Was like, oh, okay. So anyway, oh, thank you, Peru. I appreciate you. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much for your time. I'm gonna go now. It was great catching up with all of you, and I'm sending you all love, and I will see you maybe one day soon. All right, bye. Take care.